Welcome to Lessons in Arabic Language, Book 1 by Sheikh Dr. V. Abdul Rahim, Islamic University of Medina. Today, we're looking at درس الثاني درس الثاني lesson 2 درس الثاني lesson 2 درس الثاني lesson 2 lesson 2. What is the objectives of this lesson? Let's look at the core objectives. Let's look at the core objectives. What are we going to learn here today? We're going to learn again demonstrative pronoun. This time we're learning demonstrative pronoun for far, when something is far away from you, and that is ذلك. And then we're going to learn some useful basic Arabic nouns. So in addition to what we learned in the previous lessons, lesson 1, we're going to learn some new words. And then 3, review. There's going to be a review of some already encountered materials. And that is the style of this book. It pushes forward some things that you have already done so as to reinforce the material in the brain, or to push it harder into the subconscious side of your mind. And then we're also going to be practicing interrogative structures and forms. Interrogative structures and forms. We're going to learn that. Okay. Interrogative structures, forms. We're going to learn that. How to ask questions. So far we've learned ma, that is what. And then we have man, that is who. And then we've also learned ka, which can be is or am or are. And then it can also represent the past tenses of these. So let's get started. ذلك. Now again, look at the small prolongation or elongation vowel right there. ذلك. It's very tiny. Now, if you see here, look at the circle word. It doesn't have that. And that is the style of this book too. It tries to introduce you to how certain things or certain words are written in Arabic, but they are pronounced differently. Like ذلك here. You see that there is no elongation or prolongation vowel on the there. However, it's there in the title, ذلك. And you're going to be seeing ذلك written without the long vowel in magazines, newspapers, and that is the standard. And as we explained in the earlier lessons, there are some words in Arabic, they are pronounced differently from the way they are written. Just as we do in English language, where, we pronounce certain things differently from the way they are written. Like no. You know somebody, the K is silent. You differentiate it from now. and then also no. In Arabic, ذلك behaves like that. You write ذلك without the elongation mark, but when you're reading it, you prolong it. You say ذلك, ذلك. So let's get started. ما ذلك, ما ذلك. What is that? ما ذلك. Remember, you are ending, so you have to end in what we call sukoon. You have to end in sukoon, right? ما ذلك. And that is another common part of the gessive mood. The gessive mood in Arabic language, where you don't have to pronounce the vowel of the final consonant. ما ذلك. ذلك نجم. ذلك نجم. That is a star. That is a star. We're talking about this one. هذا مسجد. هذا مسجد. Or you can read it as هذا مسجد وذلك وذلك بيت. This is a masjid. This is a masjid. وذلك بيت. وذلك و means and. وذلك بيت. وذلك بيت. وذلك بيت. وذلك بيت. هذا مسجد وذلك بيت. هذا حصان. هذا حصان وذلك حمار. وذلك حمار. حصان, as we know, is a horse. A horse. A horse is different from حمار. But we're using two different demonstrative pronouns. هذا and ذلك. هذا and ذلك. So apparently the horse is near and the donkey is far. هذا حصان. حصان وذلك حمار. This is a donkey and that is a donkey. This is a horse, that is a donkey. I'm sorry. هذا حصان وذلك حمار. This is a horse and wa, and remember, wa in Arabic means and. Wa means and. Wa. وذلك حمار. And that is a donkey. أذلك كلب. This is a question because of the a. So you have to change your tone. ذلك كلب. ذلك كلب. لا. لا. ذلك قط. ذلك قط. قط a cat. ذلك قط a cat. So قط قط cat. So you can see it sounds similar to English. قط cat. So the q is there and the t is there. قط. ذلك قط. قط a cat. Again, here we're learning how to use this interrogative structure. Is that a dog? Is that? So here we are combining ذلك with a. Remember that a serves like a prefix, right? It comes at the beginning. You don't put it here. You don't put it at the end. No, you don't say ذلك, but you say ذلك. So we're combining a plus ذلك, and then we get ذلك. ذلك, right? Or sometimes if it's a human, let's say we're talking about John, you can say ذلك John, right? ذلك John. Is that John? نعم. ذلك John. أذلك. هذا is different from ذلك, as you know. Let's move on to the next. ما ذلك? What is that? ما ذلك? What is that? ما ذلك? What is that? We're talking about what we see here. What is that? What is that? That's the question. Remember, ma is what? What. And there's no is or helping verbs in English, in Arabic, I'm sorry. And that is ذلك. ما ذلك. What is that? ذلك سرير. That is a سرير. A سرير is a bed. سرير. Right? So look at the difference. هذا, if you say هذا سرير, this is a bed. So you can see the difference. This is that and this. Just as in English, we use that for objects, people, or anything that is far away from us. And then we use هذا or this in English for anything that is near. So هذا is for near object or people or thing or anything that is near us. We say هذا. When it's far, we say ذلك. And again, both of them are used for singular masculine nouns. Very, very important. Masculine nouns, singular masculine nouns. ذلك is for singular masculine nouns, and هذا is also for singular masculine nouns. But the difference is ذلك is for far things or people, and then هذا is for near things or people. So I hope it's very clear here. Let's move on. Now we're introducing man. Man. Man means who. Remember that in the lesson 1. Man. Who. So it's people pronoun, right? Man is people demonstrative pronoun. You can use it for, you cannot use it for things and, animals. We use it for only human being. In اللغة العربية, man. Man هذا. Remember هذا, this. Man هذا. Who is this? Man هذا. ومن ذلك, and who is that? So we're referring to man هذا, this person, and ذلك, the person here. So apparently we are assuming that this is near, and then this is far. So we are saying man هذا for this person here, and ومن ذلك for this person here. So near and far. Remember, so we use هذا for near, and then we use the ذلك for far to demonstrate or to refer to something that is far. Now, let's answer the question. هذا مدرس. This is a teacher. You can see this writing on the board. هذا مدرس. مدرس, a teacher. A teacher. وذلك إمام. Remember, any noun that you use هذا or ذلك with, it means it is what? Singular and masculine. Very, very important. So مدرس here, indicatively or by implication, is a male, not female. Because of what? The هذا. وذلك إمام. Imam is also singular and a male. ما ذلك أو ما ذلك. What is that? This is a rock, or some people call it a stone. So ذلك حجر. ذلك حجر. That is a stone. هذا سكر. سكر. سكر is sugar. The name two sounds familiar, right? Or they are similar. Sukkar and then sugar. Sukkar. There's a shadda here. Shadda plus fatha. هذا سكر. سكر وذلك لبن. or وذلك لبن. هذا سكر وذلك لبن. Now, لبن, milk. Some Arabs call that halib, halib, but in this book, it's been referred to as leban. Some people say halib, milk, halib. But for now, let's call it Lebanon. Lebanon, sugar here, sugar. سكر, سكر. هذا سكر وذلك اللبن. Now, leban here is kind of a bit confusing. They are not referring to the cup. Yeah, this is a cup, right? A cup is not Lebanon, but they're looking at the content. Okay, something you can see from the dot here means there's some milk there. Milk, milk. All right. So let's look at tamreen. Tamreen is in Arabic. Remember the word tamreen. So if you have tamreen, means you have some exercises to do. Tamreen. Tamreenun. Now, this is kind of like a special fancy writing. It's rather like tamreen. Tamreen. Exercise. اقرأ واكتب. Read and write. Again, as we did in lesson 1, we don't have vowels on these sentences, so you have to just read them blindly. Blindly. In Arabic, when you read blindly, it means you read without vowels. And Arabic is like that. It has vowels, but when they write it, they don't put it on them. You have to read by experience. I've seen it before, so I can read it. That's how Arabic is. So you've seen sukkerun before, right here. See that here it has vowels. So that is here you learn. You learn here, and then here is practice time. So that's the difference. Sin has a dhamma, and then the kaf has shadda and a fatha, and then the ra has double dhamma. So if you come down here, there's nothing on them. The sin is empty. There's no vowel on the sin. There's no vowel on the kaf. There's no vowel on the ra. So you practice here, and you learn here, and then you practice down here. And this is real Arabic. That's what you're going to be encountering when you master Arabic. You're going to read magazines, newspapers, and everything without vowels. So you have to start practicing. So every noun that you see, the first thing you need to do is to understand the structure of the vowel on the noun and learn how to pronounce them accordingly. And then later on, when you see them, then you remember that, oh, okay, this is how we say this. And then you say it exactly. That's how Arabic is. So هذا سكر وذلك لبن. You can see leban has no vowels too. So you come here, la, ba, nun. And then the same thing you say, la, ba, nun. It's possible you can say Libanon or Lubanon or Libinon or Lubanon. You can say it, but that's not how they say it. It's Lebanon. So just say it Lebanon and nothing else. If you say Lebanon, it's wrong. من ذلك? من ذلك? Who is that? ذلك إمام. أذلك قط؟ قط. No vowels, right? We learn it. أذلك قط؟ لا. ذلك كلب. ذلك كلب. كلب. A dog. ما هذا? What is this? هذا حجر. Remember here, حجر. حجر. هذا حجر. This is a rock or a stone. Now, today we are encountering another feature of the book. So many features. And I think this is going to be the last feature, and it's going to be coming our way as we go through on this journey. This book has what we call word box. I call it word box. It's a lot coming. And the word box contains newly introduced words, phrases, right? They contain newly introduced words or phrases. So for you to master, the idea for you to kind of master. Here we have واحد اثنين ثلاثة أربعة. We have 4 new words that we have in lesson 2. In addition to what we learned in lesson 1. Lesson 1 didn't have word box. It didn't have a word box. But lesson 2 has it. Lesson 3 is also going to have it. Lesson 4 is going to have it. So you need to pay particular attention to the word boxes. And they are all entitled Al-Kalimatul Jadida. Al-Kalimatul Jadida. New words. Or if you will, the new words. Al-Kalimatu Jadida. That is new. So we have 4 so far. So before you go to lesson 3, make sure you've mastered these words plus those that we encountered in book 1. Again, before you move on to lesson 3, make sure you have memorized and mastered words in lesson 1, and then plus the new words that are or have been introduced in lesson 2 before you move on to lesson 3. And lesson 3 is going to end with another word box. And then you have to make sure you also master them before you move to 4. If you don't do that, it's going to be confusion galore. All right, let's look at imamun. Imamun. Imam, as we know, is somebody who leads the prayer. It can be temp or permanent. Imamun. Hajarun. Hajarun. Hajarun, a rock or a stone. Hajarun. Sukkerun. Sukkerun. Sugar. Sugar. Lebanon. Lebanon. Milk. So these are everyday words, right? Imamun, Hajarun, Sukkerun, Lebanon. And remember, all these words are what? Masculine nouns. Because we have to say, هذا إمام, هذا حجر, هذا سكر, هذا لبن. They are near. Or we say, ذلك, ذلك إمام. That is an imam. You can say, ذلك إمام, ذلك حجر, ذلك سكر, ذلك لبن. Or we can say هذا إمام, هذا حجر, هذا سكر, هذا لبن. So هذا, a D pronoun, demonstrative pronoun for things or people far away from us. Near us. They're standing right by us here. So near us. And then we have demonstrative pronoun for things or people far away from us, right? Far away. Just as in English, this and that, right? This and that. But in Arabic, هذا, this, ذلك, that. Right? So we ending the whole thing here. Thank you so much for your time. Hope to see you in الدرس الثالث. Lesson 3. دمتم بخير.